We got lots of people tuned in. Good. Okay, we'll get started in just a minute. We're doing expressions today. So we'll start with a warm up, and then we'll do our glides on different vowel sounds. And then we'll of course do our facial exercises, and then really work on stress, intonation, and emotional facial expression with a fun exercise at the end. So make sure you do have a big glass of water, that you're sitting comfortably in your chair, that your posture is good, your chest is lifted. So you have lots of room to take a big belly breath, even though we're not doing a lot of our vocal projection exercises today. For those glides, you still want to have that good, loud, projected voice that we're going to be doing. So let's start with a warm-up. This is one of my favorites because we really get to move the facial muscles with this exercise, with this warm-up activity. And that really puts us in a good state to do the isolated facial exercises. So these are our vowel sounds. We're going to start by putting a B in front of each of them, and we're going to move the facial muscles in a very big, exaggerated way, like this. Say it with me. B, bay, ba, bo, boo. So big exaggerated movements. If you have a mirror with this voice practice, that's very, very helpful. Okay, let's do it with an F. So fee, fay, fa, fo, foo. Now we'll do a back sound. So let's do the hard K, the K sound. Key. Take your time with this one and really get the K, ka, ko, koo. Now the L. Lee, lay, la, low, loo. For our nasal sound, we'll do the N. So N is in Norma. Knee, nay, na, no, new. Good. Okay, let's do an S. Okay, so really have to draw out that the S in the beginning. So see, say, saw, so, sue. And one more. Let's do the Y. Okay, so yeh, yee, yay, ya, yo, you. Okay, good little speech and voice warm up. Now we're going to do the glides. We're going to do 2 on ah. The first one, quick, up and down. The second one, slower and more controlled. And so let's start with that quick ah first. So let's take a good breath from the belly and do ah. Then take a breath. Ah. So still nice open mouth, exaggerated mouth position, and then a really well projected voice. Try to aim for the back of the room. Okay, as far from you as you can go. Now a slower, more controlled ah. Here we go. Ah. Take a breath. Ah. And then stop. We'll do the same thing on the E vowel. So fairly fast. Do it with me. E. Take a breath. E. Okay, now slower and more controlled. Think about it. E. Take a breath. E. Good. Take a sip of water, and then we'll move on to the O. O, nice and slow, or sorry, O, faster rate. Here we go. O, take a breath. O. And now slower, more controlled. Oh, take a breath. Oh, good. Last one is the ooh. So make sure you are getting that nice, clear, really well-rounded. It's not an O, it's an ooh sound. So it's a little bit tighter. So a quick one on the up. Ooh. Take a breath. Ooh. And now slower, more controlled. Ooh. Ooh. Good. So before we do our facial exercises, we're going to do our very funny facial stretch that we do. That you're lucky that you can see me, but I can't see you because I always feel a bit silly doing this. But it is a good stretch before we work on the isolated facial movements. So exploding face is everything going bigger. Eyebrows go up, jaw drops, eyes go wide into a little hole in the center. So try a couple of exploding face, shrinking face stretches just to get ready for our facial exercises. And if you have a mirror, very helpful to have that feedback to see whether the movement you think you're making is actually the movement that you're making in those facial muscles. So that's really, 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 really helpful. Even just a cheap dollar store one is fine. Okay, let's work on the top of the face first. So we're going to do eyebrow lifts. So hold the eyebrows in an elevated position. Really squeeze for at least 5 seconds. And then you can relax. And I always say if you need to use your fingers or a little tactile cue to get them up there and then remove it, that's perfectly fine. You can always start with a little bit of help and then fade that little prompt away as you get a little bit better at these. It does take practice. So let's lift up again, squeeze, hold, and relax. So think about being surprised. That's usually when the eyebrows go up like that. So think of something that surprises you and then relax. Let's do one more. Eyebrows straight to the ceiling and relax. Now we're going to do the opposite. We're going to do that furrowed brow. So think suspicion, contempt, mistrust, and then relax. You want to hold it for at least 4 or 5 seconds, squeezing, really get those eyebrows going inward, and then relax. So keep doing that, holding. I don't know if anyone's seen the Seinfeld episode with Uncle Leo when he paints his eyebrows on and he has a permanent scowl, and everyone responds to him quite negatively because he has this scowly looking eyebrows, but that's what I think about when we do these. Okay, let's try it again. Squeeze, squeeze, get those little lines going in there. Okay, now we're going to alternate. This is trickier. Up, relax, furrow, relax. Up, relax, furrow, relax. You can think about surprise, relax, mistrust, relax. Surprise, relax, mistrust, relax. Let's do one more. Surprise, relax, mistrust, relax. Okay, let's do a couple of eye squinches. I don't know if that's a word, but hold it for at least 3-4 seconds and then just open to relax. Squeeze them tight. Try to make it equally tight on both sides. and then just open your eyes to relax. Let's try that again. Imagine someone trying to poke something in your eye. You're not going to let them. You're protecting your eye. And relax. And let's do that one more time. And open to relax. Okay, now we're going to open the eyes as wide as we can. This is what I think of as a fearful look. Try to get as much white showing that you can. And it helps to look straight ahead into a mirror when you do this. And then just relax. And then try that again. Think fearful. Oh my goodness. Something that frightens you, a big spider. And then relax. So picture that thing that frightens you right in front of you. For me, it might be a spider. A couple weeks ago, we found a snake in the pool. That was enough for me to get this look going, because I don't like snakes. And we didn't realize it until about 3 minutes after we were in there. So that was even worse. Okay, let's do it one more time. Open and relax. Okay, now squinching the nose. This is what I call, you keep doing it's hard to talk while I do it, the bunny scrunch or the bad smell. So the squinch nose, disgust, and then relax. Disgust face. And if it helps to go, ew, or picture stinky garbage, whatever is disgusting for you. So squinch and then relax. Do it 2 more times. Squinch, hold, hold, and then relax. And again, if it helps to make that sound, because that usually accompanies the squinchy face. Scott peeked. Scott, you're always cheating. Okay. And let's do some lip retraction and puckering. If it helps to do the E, ooh, E, show me all your teeth. Ooh, E, ooh. Now we're going to add in the ah. So E, ooh, E, ah, E, ooh, E, ah. One more time. E, ooh, E, ah. Lastly, our cheek puff. Puff your cheeks with air. Breathe normally through your nose, but try not to let any air escape out of your mouth or unintentionally out of your nose. So puffing your cheeks, breathing in and out through the nose. Once you've got that cheek puff nice and firm, try to transfer the air back and forth between the left cheek and the right cheek. I don't know why I bob my head when I do that. It just seems to give me a little bit of rhythm. So back and forth from cheek to cheek. Try not to let any air unintentionally escape out your nose. Obviously, you're breathing through your nose. We don't want you to stop breathing. That wouldn't be good. Not recommended. Okay. You can finish off with one more exploding face, shrinking face. And then we'll get on to our first sentence that we're going to say nice and loud, but we're going to change the intonation, the prosody a little bit so that we get lots of practice with that. Sentence that you're going to say first, just very neutrally, but nice and loud. My brother is a doctor. So get it up and over the net. Say it a couple of times neutrally, but just nice and loud, well projected in that up and over the net kind of voice. My brother is a doctor. Now I want you to put the focus on, really exaggerated focus on the my. So give that a try. My brother is a doctor. My brother is a doctor. So tell me a follow-up sentence to that. My brother is a doctor. So it might be something like, not your brother, my brother. That's what we're saying in that sentence. Okay. So the next one we're going to emphasize is brother. Give it a try. Really exaggerate. And say it with me. My brother is a doctor. My brother is a doctor. What would be a follow-up sentence to that? My brother is a doctor, not my sister. So that's the emphasis that we're putting. And lastly, put the emphasis in a very exaggerated way on doctor. My brother is a doctor. My brother is a doctor. What would be a follow-up sentence that would be appropriate for that statement? My brother is a doctor, not a pharmacist or not a gymnast. He's a doctor. So anything that goes along with the emphasis of doctor. Okay. A little emotion into our sentence. We're going to do one sentence, 6 different emotions. Okay? So say it first with no emotion, just neutrally but nice and loud. He posted that on Facebook. He posted that on Facebook. Okay, here we go. Here's our first one. Say it with anger in the voice and in the face. He posted that on Facebook. Try it a couple of times. Okay, now we're going to say it with happiness. Say that sentence with happiness. He posted that on Facebook? This is usually what goes along with this. Disgust. Try that with disgust. So to get the crinkly face going. He posted that on Facebook? Now say it with surprise. Also common. He posted that on Facebook? Now say it with fear. He posted that on Facebook? Lastly, sadness. Say that with sadness. He posted that on Facebook? So how did you do with all of those? Amazing that you can have one sentence and changing up the facial expression and the vocal tone, even the body language can really send 6 completely different messages. So if you have another 3 to 5 minutes after we log off, go to the bathroom, the bedroom, to a mirror and do some reading out loud and really change up the intonation, change up the emotion behind what you're reading, just for that practice. So everyone, thank you for showing up. What a great turnout. Virtual high five, everyone, for getting your voice practice done. And I'll see you soon.